I'm Brandon Vincent, and I want to thank you for joining us for another TBC Daily News Update. Today's program is brought to you by PennyStockProfessor.com. For all the best OTCBB stock picks, sign up at PennyStockProfessor.com.
Online retailer shares rose after analytics from Comscore said that online spending was the highest it had ever been on Black Friday. Amazon.com Incorporation shares hit an all-time high of $135 to intraday trading on NASDAQ on Monday after it said its Kindle electronic book reader posted its best sales yet in the month of November. By midday on Monday, major U.S. department store stocks were taking a beating, with Macy's down 6% at $15.95 and Saks Incorporation down 6.6% at $6.10, both in New York Stock Exchange trading.
Money transfers and payments over mobile phones will be among the top 10 most important mobile applications by 2012, said market research company Gartner on Wednesday. Mobile money transfer topped the list, beating out location-based services. Search and browsing money transfers are already popular in a number of developing countries and will continue to attract more users. It's a way for users who don't have a bank account to get access to financial services. Mobile payments came in 6th place on Gartner's list and will be used in both developed and developing markets. The use of NFC, or which is the 7th place of Gartner's list, will be part of that. The technology lets users pay for goods by waving their NFC-enabled handset in front of a reader. Interest in mobile payments, money transfers, and other related services is growing worldwide. Consumers in the U.S. and Canada will be able to keep track of spending via SMS alerts. The other 7 applications on Gartner's top 10 consumer mobile applications for 2012 list are in order of appearance: location-based services, search, browsing, health monitoring, advertising, internet messaging, and music.
If Dubai's debt woes intensify and prompt a retreat from riskier assets, Friday's painful drop will carry through into next week. Investors also will contend with any surprises from a Senate Banking Committee hearing on Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke's renomination to a second term. The hearing could provide fodder for Wall Street at a time when the central bank is facing scrutiny in Congress for its bailout of large financial institutions during the crisis. In a busy week for data, Friday's employment report for November will be the main event, with job losses expected to decrease from October. Investors will also get an early view of how retailers fared during Black Friday, often the busiest shopping day of the year. Both the job market and consumer spending remain among the weakest links in the economy and could potentially stymie the recovery. Encouraging data on that front could fuel the rally that has pushed the Dow and S&P to 13-month highs. But investors got a cold reminder this week that the recovery will be far from smooth when Dubai asked to delay payment on billions of dollars of debt issued by conglomerate Dubai World and its main property subsidiary, Nakheel.
When the term Cyber Monday was coined years ago, a lot of people only had high-speed internet access at work. While they would go to the mall on Black Friday and over the weekend, they would wait until Monday to begin their online shopping. Retail sales continue to sag in this economy. One bright spot, however: e-commerce sales continue to rise. It's almost impossible to talk about online shopping without talking about Amazon.com, the world's largest online retailer. And this time of year, the company's gift wrappers are extremely busy. Scan the items, measure it up, make sure it's evened out, says Jessica Carmichael, one of Amazon's gift wrappers. Like other experienced speed wrappers at shopping centers across the country, Carmichael turns out fully dressed packages in less than 2 minutes. Put the ribbon on, get your gift card, your envelope, put it back in the cart, Carmichael adds. The facility where Carmichael works, just outside of Phoenix, is huge, about the size of 14 football fields, filled with books, DVDs, toys, and lots of other stuff. That site is one of more than 20 U.S. facilities that Amazon calls fulfillment centers. Cyber Monday is a huge online shopping day, but not the biggest. That day will likely be in mid-December.
Today's Small Cap Dynamic Watch List is brought to you by OTCBB.com, Quote Media Incorporation, QMCI, Mobile Pro Corporation, MOBL, Unigene Laboratories Incorporation, UGNE, Opexa Therapeutics Incorporation, OPXA, Cargo Connection Logistics Holding Incorporation, CRGO, Axial Vector Engine Corporation, AXVC, and the following companies listed by trading symbol also included in watch list are as followed: XKEM, RGRP, ACHI, IMNR, CKEIE, MGEN, and NVAO.
5 British nationals who were the crew of a racing yacht were detained by the Iranian Navy on November 25th and remain held in Iran. The British Foreign Office said Monday that the yacht was on its way to Dubai when it was stopped by an Iranian Navy ship. According to a Foreign Office news release, the yacht may have strayed inadvertently into Iranian waters. The release said the 5 crew members are believed to be safe. It also said the families of those held have been informed and their names were not immediately released. British officials contacted their Iranian counterparts on the day the crew was stopped. Foreign Secretary David Miliband said, according to the news release, "I hope this issue will be resolved soon. We will remain in close touch with the Iranian authorities as well as their families." Sail Burhan is a project inaugurated earlier this month with the objective of bringing international sailing and water sports events to Burhan and developing a top-class water sports academy.
Husky Energy Incorporation is running its 160,000th barrel per day in Lima, Ohio refinery at about 120,000 BPD and continuing to ramp up levels after a major turnaround, a company spokesman said Monday. The company began restarting the refinery last week. An isocracking unit that was damaged in a fire at the refinery last week is now expected to come back online in the next couple of weeks, spokesman Sharon Murphy said. The isocracker does not affect crude rates.
In today's green news, "Where's the beef" may not be the most accurate phrase, but it's the first that comes to mind. Seriously, that's the only thought I could come up with in the face of this news that McDonald's is swapping out the red in its logo for a deep hunter green. This is in order to tout its environmental credentials in Europe. From an Associated Press article by Mary McPherson Lane, about 100 German McDonald's restaurants will make the change by the end of 2009. The company said in a statement on Monday that some franchises in Great Britain and France have already started using the new color scheme behind their golden arches. Leaving aside the fundamental unsustainability of the fast food industry as a whole, this is not to say that there is nothing behind McDonald's claims of environmental action. The company is working on green buildings, electric vehicles, and published a report earlier this year highlighting its best green efforts. That said, this strategy is essentially the textbook definition of greenwashing, promoting green in the abstract, literally repainting your signage with the color green. While simultaneously making sparse, vague claims about environmental action, not surprisingly, the news has made the rounds on the internet. But no word yet from McDonald's HQ or even McDonald's Europe about explaining the thinking behind their decidedly half-baked idea. I'm Brandon Vincent, and on behalf of all of us at TBC Today, I want to thank you once again for tuning in to another TBC Daily News Update.